An aggressive rollerblading comp gets broadcast in front of 60,000 viewers. An exciting new comp format is started up by Tom Moyes. There's a huge new collab on the horizon with them skates. That alongside all the products you need to know and everything that's happening in rollerblading right now. Kia ora, good evening and welcome to Blade News. Now I've got a quick announcement before we get into the news, and that is it is your last chance right now to get any of the Blade News hats or any of the made-to-order products that I've been offering at Lace Global. Everything on the store here will be gone in the next week. This is all made to order, there's no stock, and it's the cheapest any Lace product will ever be. I did it as a test to see if I could do that alongside what I normally do with Lace, with physical stock products, and I think it just works best if I do the physical stock stuff. So yeah, last chance to get the probably cheapest way you ever be able to get some Lace stuff and support me. It's pretty much a donation where you get something in return. So if you want to support me, consider it. But anyway, I want to show you a clip before we get into the news too, and it's this really cool one from PJ Blader Smith. I think this is the coolest grind cess I've ever seen. It's a porn star Markio cess slide. I've never seen that before. I think it's really creative and cool, and a great reason to go follow this guy on Instagram. I'll be linked in the description, go check it out. And yeah, let me know. You should send me your most creative cess slides you can do. I'd love to get some more community stuff going in Blade News that I can show off to everyone. So please yeah, tag me on Instagram or post it on the subreddit, do something. I'll be looking for it. The first story I want to talk about today is X-Air. Now, all you Americans and people around the world probably never heard of this competition, and that's because it is a New Zealand competition. This is essentially the X Games for New Zealand, and it returned this year for the first time since 2007, and it included blading. This is an event that I'd only heard rumors and stories about growing up blading in New Zealand. I was never around for it when it happened, and it essentially was a time where New Zealand rollerbladers got to be rock stars, man. They got to get the rock star treatment, going to these big comps here in the city of Wellington, skating and showing off during a music festival / extreme sports show-off competition. It was insane. It even included a lot of pros from around the world coming over to compete in it as well. I know that John Julio competed it at one point, Fabiola da Silva did, which obviously to New Zealanders and me is absolutely insane. I can't believe that people would trip this far to go do a skate comp here in New Zealand, but probably to all the people around the world, it probably doesn't mean too much to you, but it's a huge deal for here. Now the reason I'm talking about it today is I think it's really cool this happened because it was broadcast on TV and apparently had 60,000 viewers watching the rollerblade finals here at a pretty good time slot. Was at like a 11:30 a.m. kind of a lunchtime time slot, and I think this would have done a lot of good for blading out there. I was lucky enough to be there live and actually get a chance to compete. I didn't make it anywhere near the finals, which is motivating for me to go and practice skating, but it was really cool to see an event that was so professionally done, even though it was definitely has a lot of rough edges at the moment as they rebuild the brand and get things working again. To see a comp that treats action sports so professionally is something I've never seen before, and it was really cool to see. Props to all the boys that competed. They had to do a 10-minute heat followed by a 5-minute second heat. That's 15 minutes of non-stop skating. Absolutely insane, really testing your fitness there, and they absolutely killed it on this park here. And there were some kids in this crowd absolutely buzzing off some of the tricks the boys were doing, man. After the comp too, there was kids chasing down all the bladers to get them to sign things, and I really saw it's just something I thought I'd never see again in my life, you know. That being said though, I would be really looking at this with like rose tinted glasses if that's all I came away from this comp, because this comp also to me, honestly, the biggest standout point of it was it showed how dire especially the New Zealand rollerblading scene is right now, because everyone that competed in this competition was not exactly young. I was getting really excited in the crowd there as I went to film this competition, as I saw quite a full packed crowd as we went into the rollerblading finals, but my heart kind of absolutely broke when a good 50% of the people all got up and left the second the scooter finals were finished. And I was like, damn, man, that's not good. And also seeing all the other action sports, because this included BMX, skateboarding, scootering, seeing the age difference between the sports and rollerblading, which really shows the dire spot that at least New Zealand rollerblading is right now. There was no kids, man. We have a couple young bladers out there, a couple people under 20, literally in the single digits. Then there's a huge gap till about my age at 28, 29. And then there's another big gap to like mid 30s, which definitely makes me very worried about the future of blading here in New Zealand and around the world, because there's a big gap. There's no one, like when these people fade out of blading, who's going to replace them? And also, even though this apparently had 60,000 people watching it through a pay-to-view subscription. It was on Sky TV or something like that from memory. You had to pay to view. I do wonder who even pays for TV at this point. So I wonder who is watching out of that. Is it a bunch of like grandmas? I'll never forget the last time I stayed at my parents' house and watched free TV and how crazy the ads have changed since I was a kid. It's all targeted at old retired people, man. There's no kids watching that shit, which makes me worried. But on top of that, the cameraman absolutely struggled and pretty much completely failed at filming this competition for the TV coverage. They were switching at the worst times. The only thing they would really focus on is how one of the guys were in between tricks looking absolutely tired, which really doesn't do them any favors when all of us aren't that young. You know, it's really not selling the sport that well. So ultimately, my overall reflection of this really great opportunity, which I hope still happens, is that New Zealand rollerblading needs help, and we need to get some more young people blading. I don't know how we're gonna do it, man. I honestly think the best thing you can do for that too, if you're wanting to help get people, inspire people to blade, is just to make sure you actually go out and skate. I think it's one of the best ways to show it off. If you go out to your local park and have fun, kids will see you doing that and they'll open their eyes and maybe look into, hey, maybe I should rollerblade as well, you know? And that's something I'm pretty bad at. I tend to avoid the busy times at the park like the plague. I go there when it's just me skating there to train, and it's probably better to be a bit more social about it, you know, and show off blading. And yeah, man, I hope that when the next exit happens, there is actually enough rollerbladers still blading for there to be a category in it, because it'd be a real shame to have that happen. I do want to give massive props to Dan Robertson though, who flew in to compete at Exeter and took out the win, absolutely killing the park all day, flying around like it's nothing. And that park was real hard to skate, man. Definitely not built for blading. He has a new part out right now called Union that is he's posting to help fight the whole like Instagram killed the video part. And he's got a whole new brand new channel that he put up to do it, so he's really fighting the odds here. So definitely go check that one out and go subscribe to him to see more of these parts. He's putting out like a street edit almost like once a month at this point. It's really cool to see, and they're all super good. So yeah, go check it out. Be linked in the description. Moving on though, we gotta talk about this new Community Cup skate video competition that Tom Moyes is starting, because it is so cool and super hype. I can't wait to see what comes from it. Now, to give you the quick TLDR about it, so essentially what's gonna happen, and it has been happening right now, is all the people that were nominated for Skate of the Year last year have been invited to compete in this, where they've been, as we speak, filming a edit that has to meet these requirements, and we're going to be able to vote for who we think is the best edit to win a cash prize, and the cash prize depends on how much we raise here in this GoFundMe. So definitely go support it right now if you can. Be a good way. It's a really good thing to get behind. It's not just community funded though, it's also being funded by a bunch of big skate brands. As you can see here, they all bought in as well, including Lace. If you see Lace is in there, I got on supported with Lace, so check out Lace. But anyway, I think that's a really good way to do it, and it's really good of these brands to get involved in this because it's super cool. A really unique part of this comp is the fact that everyone who's competing gets a flat rate for entering a video. They already earn money even if they lose at that point. And there's also going to be two winners again. There's going to be the community voted winner, but there's also going to be an expert winner as well, which is going to be it's going to be judged by some experts that I don't think we know who they are yet. The edits will start being posted on the 7th of July, which is only a few months away, right? It's going to be sick. Overall, I think this is just such a good idea and another great addition to the rollerblading community from Tom. I never talk about events usually, but I feel like we've got a lot of news around events this week, because now I'm talking about Blading Cup, and specifically the Europe Blading Cup, because you'll notice here they have a pretty cool sponsor here, name of SEGA. That's the SEGA. That's a big corporate sponsor, and you want to know how that sponsor came about? Is because of a very new, exciting collab coming from Them Skates X Jet Set Radio. On the 30th of this month, we'll know what this is, but if you don't know what Jet Set Radio is, it's a video game that is based on rollerblading and doing tricks and tagging, doing graffiti everywhere. This is probably the top 3 things that people tell me got them into blading. They always mention Jet Set Radio, although there is a ton of people who have also never heard of it. I'd never heard of it until the people told me it. I've since played it. This game is absolutely dope, and they have a remake of it coming out soon, but from Sega, that my hopes are kind of low for, but you know, I'm hyped for any new game, so we'll check it out for sure. And yeah, this collab will be happening. We have no idea what it's going to be. I've got to definitely keep my hopes a whole lot lower than I usually do, because I tend to overhype these them collabs and be disappointed, but there's talks of there possibly being them skates in the game, which would be cool, alongside obviously some t-shirts and stuff with the Jet Set Radio style and collab, which would be really, really cool. Can't wait to see that. And possibly some collab skates as well. Maybe the new 901 could happen, you know. But for once, I'm gonna try not get my hopes up, because I'm overhyped it every single time. I've read too many comments talking about things that could happen. It's probably just gonna be like a shirt collab or something, which is still sick because Sega's a big company. And while we're speaking of games, Frankie Morales' game Frankys World seems to be coming along good. There's been quite a lot of little teasers post up on, I assume, his game dev company called Left Up Down Games. Cool ass name, I like that a lot. And as of today, he actually posted big announcement coming very soon. Stay tuned with this really good promo here. And I see these clips here, and man, just me focusing purely on the skating aspect of this, it looks like it could be a very fun, satisfying game. So there's a lot of people complaining about the sparks when he grinds. Damn, that's a nitpick, but I'm excited, man. I hope this is coming out on Steam and it's not a like console exclusive that I'll have no way to play. But man, I like where Frankie's headed. He's put a lot of work and time into this. There's even a guy tagged in this post that seems to be a like 3D artist, a digital artist that's been working on this game, which is really cool, which means he's not taking the load on himself completely, which means this game might actually be finished one day, which is sick. And I'm hoping it's soon, although when I look at these, I still see a game that does not look like it's done. Like this just even this HUD here that just seems a little too default to be done. Yeah, I've seen a lot of games that kind of look like this, where you just can kind of see through it that doesn't look like it's done. I want to be hopeful and I want to play this now, but I know making games takes a long time, so I think we're gonna have to wait and see. And I have high doubts that this is actually coming very soon. I'd say we're maybe not even halfway. This is what I would assume, but prove me wrong, Frankie. I want to be wrong. I want to play this game. It looks sick, and I do think this could have a good effect on getting people out and blading. And it's a really good out-the-box idea, man. Ain't no one making a game that's just kind of has blading in it, you know? Not targeted at rollerbladers. That's some cool-ass shit. Something that is targeted at aggressive rollerbladers, though, is aggressive inline skates. And we have a brand new pair here from Razors called the Colt Cream. And this is actually the only skate to come out since Winter Clash at all. So this is the only reason I have skates to talk about since Winter Clash is because of Razors. Now it is a Colt with a one-piece sole here with this nice off-white cream color. It is a V-cut cuff too to give you that little extra flex in there. And yeah, it's going to be a great price point. It has changeable cuffs, and you know, it is a good skate. It's a shame that Razors kind of sucks in every other way possible. But you know, they do keep a lot of skate shops afloat, and they're a huge chunk of the market, and they do sadly make a really good skate. So yeah, I still Razors in the bad books, man. We'll see how they're doing with this product drop, I guess. Another new product you should know about is these Failsafestraps made here. A buckle replacement made by a rollerblader. And it's all handmade, which I really like. They're made from the same material as a seatbelt. They're super rugged. They give you a little different flex to a plastic buckle, but they're way more resilient, apparently. And every single one is handmade by the dude here. So if you're looking for an alternative to a plastic strap, you want to get that more like OG rims feel of a Velcro strap, definitely go check out Failsafe here and support Blader Made. And while we're speaking about Blader Made, there's actually these really cool cards called Groove Slides that have come out. I'm pretty sure they fully sold out and now you can't get them, but there for sure should be another pair coming that you should be able to buy. I think it's skate shops. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I was sent a big box of these. And I want to do a quick unboxing for you guys now. If I pull a big homie biz, you gotta like and subscribe, and maybe even consider signing up to the Patreon. If I get a single new Patreon this episode, we're gonna bring back the weekly Patreon exclusive news videos. So yeah, consider it. Maybe I'll be able to pay my bills for the first time in 2 years. But anyway, let's see. Let's get into it. Let's open this up. I don't want to ruin this packaging whenever I do this because it's just so cool, man. All right. Now, I fucked this up when I did this on my live stream, so I'm going to do it right now. So, this one is the hollow. They don't have any hollows, but I'm going to pretend it is. It's going to be the best one. It's also upside down, which is not great. Oh, they're all upside down. That's fine. All right, we're going to turn it over. What do we get? We got the Uzi, which is really cool. You can see here. You get some details about him. Style is king is their quote. Their favorite trick is a line combo. Very wizard skater. You get their sponsors. Very cool, but that's the first one. What we got next? I pulled a biz. You have to do it now. Like and subscribe and consider the Patreon. You have to do it. Look, what biz here is super sick though. You go, if you land it now, you don't have to do it again, which send it, which man, that's me every session if I do something hard. I fully agree. His favorite trick too, Zero Top Acid and True Soul. Super cool. And there's a sponsor shout to them. What do we got next? So there's some super cool collectibles that I would love to see grow into something more. Get some hollows out there, get some more bladers in there. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I can't wait to see more for them. I hope they keep it going. Next up, I got to give props to Michael Pado because he is pulling a Lomax here and deciding to step away from his pro position at GAWDS Skate to move on and move aside for the next generation of bladers, someone younger, give them a slot and somewhere to be and a goal to go for, give them room in the team, which I think is really cool because man, it would be cool to see a young dude on GAWDS Skates. You know, I feel like that could do good shit. But anyway, he's a great dude in skating. He's put out some of the coolest edits recently too. Some of his recent edits, like the documentary style one he recently did, were super cool and very well done. And I still hope to see more. I hope he's not completely given up on skating. He's just stepping down from the team, which I assume is what he's actually doing. And it's going to be a lot more like Lomax. Because man, have you seen Nick Lomax's Instagram recently? Dude has been absolutely killing it on some different boots recently. And it's been very, very cool to watch. It's like, almost like he got a second wave of like energy. He's been absolutely killing it, and I hope to see that from Michael as well. Now, as I give a massive thank you to my Blade News correspondents as well as my patrons and members, I want to give a quick shout out to this Instagram channel here you've probably seen called Ute Bave Run. I just cannot say. I apologize. I'm just gonna butcher his name, but here's the handle. I haven't linked in the description. If you notice, I've been getting DM'd this guy's clips multiple times, so people telling me that certain pro has been spotted skating Aeons, and it's because this dude does such a good job impersonating different skaters. Like here he is as Franky. Look how much he nails the style of Franky skating. Now it's not just the clip editing there, it's just the way he skates too. He's got the same jump out. This dude must be so in line and so in control with his style and skating. It's been super impressive. His latest one has been Sean Calso, and like tell me, that's the extreme opposites of styles there, you know. We got Sean Calso versus Franky Mirage. If you can pull both of them off, and if you have people DMing me these clips being like, yo look, Sean Calso's skating Aeons, you know you're doing a crazy good job. So definitely check him out. But yeah, with that, I want to give a massive thank you to you guys for watching this episode of Blade News, supporting it. It means a lot that you're here. Make sure you go out for a skate today and land that new trick you've been working on. No excuses. You deserve to go to the park. You deserve to go out and skate. Don't let anything get in the way of that, within reason, obviously. And yeah, appreciate everything. See you guys later.